In 2006, Audi launched the diesel-powered R10 TDI LMP1 car in Paris beside the Audi R8 road version named after the R8 race car. Like the R8 LMP before the R10, it made an incredible impact in endurance racing on another level. It was unstoppable, invincible, and a winner from the start, with a twist at what Audi had done to the R10. It takes a certain tenacity to break away from traditional methods used for decades. Audi, the German car manufacturer, looked back at the long history of gas-powered cars winning the 24-hour Le Mans races and decided to take a different approach after the R8's retirement. The R8 had already achieved numerous victories from 2000 to 2002 and 2004 to 2005. So Audi revamped the R8 to experiment with a diesel engine. The result was the R10 TDI, which broke lap records at Sebring Raceway and Circuit de la Sarthe, known as Le Mans. The engineers from Audi had created a monstrous 5.5-liter twin-turbocharged V12 diesel engine that made much more torque than horsepower, giving the car incredible acceleration and top speed. It was a unique concept that broke away from traditional gas engines used in the racing industry for years. The engineers at Audi took a risk by experimenting with the diesel engine in a racing car, and the result was impressive. Long endurance races gave Audi's diesel engine an advantage over gas-powered cars because the diesel delivered better fuel efficiency, allowing the car to make fewer pit stops than its competitors. The unique concept of excellent engineering and performance made the R10 TDI diesel engine a successful innovation. Firstly, Audi knew that diesel engines in the past weren't as successful as gas engines in finishing long endurance races, and the first diesel car to run at Le Mans was back in 1949, not the R10 TDI. The reason is that gas engines can rev higher and produce more peak power, making them rev faster, allowing better responsiveness to the driver and easier maintenance and repair. For decades, gas engines have been preferred in endurance racing as car manufacturers knew how to make high-performance engines responsive and reliable. Smaller and lighter engines such as the 3.6-liter V8 and the R8 allowed improved weight distribution and greater aerodynamic freedom. Diesel engines have historically been known for superior fuel efficiency and torque, but tend to be heavier and less powerful than gas engines. However, advancements in diesel engine technology, like those made by Audi, have allowed diesel engines to close the gap with gas engines in terms of performance and endurance. Audi knew the ups and downs of the diesel engine when it came to sports car racing. The engine had to be reliable and durable enough to withstand the stress of running for such a long time. The first step was to decide which cylinder block they would use. The team designer leader, Mr. Wolfgang Ulrich, opted for a cast iron block. However, it was too heavy, so the engineers developed a custom aluminum alloy block, meaning that it would be a lighter and stronger unit, and while it was still heavier than the gas engine, it was a step up in the right direction. The Bosch fuel injection system, along with one turbo on each bank, helped engineers keep the weight down by mounting them low in the car's side pods. The V12 engine produced 650 horsepower on the track, making it the most powerful diesel engine in the world at the time. Despite that, it produced a ridiculous 811 foot-pounds of torque or 1100 Newton meters, which made it beyond exceptional. The engine produced 80% of that from 2000 to 6500 RPM at redline. A super lightweight chassis designed and built by Dallara, with the engine placed as low and far forward as possible, created a unique looking open-top Le Mans prototype and was way ahead of its time. During its 3-year campaign as a factory entry car run by Team Joist, the Audi R10 beat the 24 Hours of Le Mans and American Le Mans Series titles 3 straight times in 2006 to 2008, including the 2008 European Le Mans Series and twice at 12 Hours of Sebring in 2006 and 2007, which was the season opening round of the ALMS at the time. The R10 was such an exceptional car that it not only raised awareness about the latest advancements in diesel technology, leading to Audi's dramatic increase in road car sales, but also became the first ever diesel car to win the most prestigious races on the planet. When arriving at the 2006 12-hour Sebring race, Audi shook everything up using diesel power, unlike any other car. Most concerns were on how it would do against its competition, but Audi attempted to build a proper diesel race car to win and dominate. However, one of the two Audis had overheating issues and did not complete their debut race, leading the number 2 car driven by Tom Christensen, Rinaldo Capello, and Alain Meniche to win 12 hours of Sebring with 349 laps completed. When Audi arrived at Le Mans, the R10 quickly demonstrated what it could do at its maximum potential. Without question, it was super quick right off the bat. The car not only clocked the fastest lap, but also managed to conserve fuel, allowing it to cover 16 laps before refueling, whereas its other LMP1 gas cars could only manage 12 to 13 laps before coming in for a pit stop. Despite the mechanical issues of the number 7 Audi finishing in 3rd place, the number 8 car was incredibly reliable. Frank Biela, Marco Werner, and Emmanuel Pirot drove the car to victory, marking the first win for a diesel car at Le Mans and a breaking record for the most laps, reaching 380 laps. The organizers of the ACO realized that diesel cars had a significant advantage over gas cars, so they gradually reduced the maximum fuel tank size year by year until 2016. In 2007, Audi first stood challenged by a new factory diesel-powered entry, the Peugeot 908 HDI, which was even faster at times and had about 10% more horsepower and torque than the R10 TDI. Peugeot Sport believed a closed-roof design could overcome weight, center of gravity, and functional drawbacks with better chassis rigidity and aerodynamics. It was proven by Peugeot earning pole position and qualifying at Le Mans with a breaking record of 3 minutes and 26.344 seconds, beating Audi. But during the 2007 Le Mans race, the Audi R10 was faster with a better strategy than the Peugeots on the straights and more stable in the corners. Audi had 3 cars, but 2 failed to finish the race due to severe crashes. The number 1 car outlasted and secured another victory for Audi, beating the number 8 Peugeot by 10 laps. In 2008, the Peugeot 908 emerged as a tough competitor, posing a significant challenge to Audi. At the time, Audi couldn't further improve the R10, which was starting to become outdated. During the Le Mans race, 3 Peugeots outpaced 3 factory Audis in qualifying and the race itself. Peugeot's lap times were up to 5 seconds faster than Audi's, but halfway through the race, heavy rain negatively affected Peugeot's performance for the win. Despite this, Audi's strategic approach of less pit stops and performance led them to overall victory again, breaking another Le Mans lap record with 381 laps. Tom Christensen's 8th victory for Audi marked the end of the first era of Audi's use of diesel prototypes. In 2009, Audi introduced its second-gen diesel prototype, the R15 TDI, and this one had a 5.5-liter twin-turbo V10 engine producing around 600 horsepower and 74 foot-pounds of torque, that's 1050 Nm. The engine was smaller, more compact, and more efficient than its V12 predecessor, and further toward the center in the chassis, resulting in a more neutral weight balance than the R10. The engine contains a lithium-ion battery that stores energy from braking and deceleration to power the electric motor for better performance and fuel efficiency during acceleration. Due to the new aerodynamic concept, the front and rear suspension have stood raised, making the R15 TDI significantly more agile. Audi withdrew from competing for the entire American Le Mans Series season, meaning the R15 debuted at the 2009 12 Hours of Sebring and was the final test race before the famous 24 Hours of Le Mans. Peugeot debuted the 908 Hybrid Electric, which had become a significant threat to the Audi R15. Peugeot had an advantage because they continuously improved the 908, while Audi started from scratch with a new car and had to test its reliability. The R15 got off to a perfect start by winning the Sebring race, despite Peugeot's efforts securing second place. Heading into the 2009 Le Mans race, there was an air of uncertainty due to the reduced time of testing and racing caused by the financial crisis. Unfortunately, Audi lost the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 2009 due to various factors. 3 factory cars, each from Audi and Peugeot, had entered that particular race. The R15 TDI faced technical issues and a fiercer competitor, Peugeot. It encountered gearbox problems and spent excessive time in the pits for repairs, ultimately ending Audi's 5-win streak that lasted back to 2004 on the French team's home turf. The number 9 and number 8 Peugeot finished first and second, followed by the number 1 Audi in third. In response to losing, Audi came out swinging in 2010 with a better version of the R15, called the R15 Plus, and advanced aerodynamics and reduced drag influenced the car's redesign. As a result, its reliability and performance were significantly better. Audi returned to Le Mans stronger than ever to show Peugeot who was boss at dominating the French race, but Peugeot was still the manufacturer to beat since the 2009 event. 4 Peugeots took the top 4 spots in qualifying, while 3 Audis placed 5th, 6th, and 7th overall. The 2010 Le Mans race got off to a tightly contested start. It was apparent throughout the race that Audi could not match the pace of the 908s and was working on a different race strategy. By pushing the French manufacturer to the limit throughout 24 hours, Peugeot faced a tremendous curse that significantly cost them victory. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but all 4 908s were forced to retire, with 3 having severe engine issues due to connecting rod failures and 1 with a suspension failure. It led Joyce Racing's R15 to claim Audi a memorable 1-2-3 victory finish, with the leading number 9 car driven by Mike Rockefeller remaining a breaking Le Mans record of 397 laps. The R15 was Audi's last open-roof LMP1 prototype that won Le Mans and made its final racing appearance at the 2011 12 Hours of Sebring, finishing 5th and 6th place in that race. In 2011, Audi launched an all-new R18 TDI Ultra that would become the first to have a closed-to-roof design since the original Audi R8C. Stay tuned for more historical insights in the upcoming video. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel for some more content. Peace out and stay safe. Chris the Radar out.